starting now.
Yep.
Hi YouTube, it's Kyle here with Landfight, and I got Nick with me.
Hello.
What's up, Nick?
What's going on? So we had, sorry for such a large gap. We told everyone we would do this every Tuesday, but shop gets pretty busy.
It does.
So it's gonna be a little irregular for a little bit until we find like a set stone time. We're thinking probably Saturday.
Maybe, I don't know. I would like to, at least, as long as it's weekly right now. Like, that's kind of our goal, is try to get something out here every week, and we'll fit it in our schedule where we can.
Yeah. So anyway, so this week, how was the tournament?
It was really good, very diverse.
Yeah. Like how so? Like what was the?
So like round one, I was playing the sorcery deck, and I was doing it with the pedals. It was pretty solid. I was played against water round one, and I barely won that one. The water stuff's really cool. That just came out.
Yeah. So Tides of Havoc and the new water structure came out way earlier than we thought. Like we thought this was going to be like what, mid-September?
Yeah.
And
we got the stuff in a bit early, and people were ready to go at it.
Yeah, I've seen some crazy pulls. A lot of red rares be pulled. I've seen the Grand Admiral.
The Dread Admiral. Chromatic rare.
Chromatic rare be pulled. Yeah.
It was really neat. I love the new background and like the layout of the chromatics rares. They're just different. You know, that's what we're trying to add, is a little bit of different stuff into the game. But I will say, Jasmine was the first person. She hopped right on the water train, built the deck, spent a couple hours just piecing it together with the old water stuff, and it was interesting seeing it played. Honestly, I didn't know how it was going to do with all the new stuff and all the old stuff, and it goes back to what I said before about it being a puzzle piece, but she put it together, and I think the next event she's going to do really well with it because she got a lot of practice in, and now she knows what to put in and what to take out.
So what was round two?
Round two was you.
It was.
It was you. It was aliens. And now aliens died a disruptor.
It's an unfortunate truth. I'm gonna say a little piece on this on our match.
Okay.
Because I had to talk about when I talked about my report. So me and Kyle's match was 2-1. Kyle first round, me second round. He took it home. It wasn't a problem with the deck. The deck with the new add of Zorbex out of the new Tides of Havoc, which is over that point at the water structures yet.
Yeah, Tides of Havoc has Zorbex in it.
There's exactly one alien support card. When it's sent to the graveyard, it counts as 2 aliens in the grave. It's just for command base. But I was able to get him up to like 12 very consistently. The only problem with the deck I had was I had to fight post side. I had to fight Disruptor and TD. It was just 2 cards I wasn't ready to fight.
Creature cancel too.
Yeah, that's something new that everyone's starting to play now. Finally,
I mean, it has to be played with Sable Siren that came out in planetary boxes. Everybody has to play creature cancel. You want to stop that. You want to stop the Seraphinas or pretty much anything like that has an ability now that could be too overpowered. You just gotta get rid of.
I mean, it's like, would you rather deal with the problem then, or would you rather just deal with it now? You know what I mean? Because you could always argue like I remember when New Arsenal was really big. I would always wait until after you pop the creature and then search the boost to activate the boost, then boost cancel, because it made more sense for you to neg 3 compared to me negging 1. Because if we went 1 for 1, that's cool. But I'd rather you get rid of 3 cards, New Arsenal, her, and the card you just played, compared to just stopping New Arsenal.
Yeah.
I'd rather you go negative for doing that than going even for it. But yeah, anyway, back to our game. So it was good. It was really back and forth. He broke my board. I broke his board. He top decked. What was it?
Disruptor. I top decked Disruptor.
I don't think it was Disruptor.
I top decked Total Destruction on you is what happened.
Yeah. So it was Total Destruction.
There was the one game we played that like you hand for hand me, and then I drew into 2 Disruptors. It just that card hurts aliens so much. Aliens is good, but you have to be able to stop the stuff that stops command base.
It's like the one card the deck just can't take care of.
No.
I mean, and there's too many cards that I want to boost cancel anyway. Like, it's hard to tell me, all right, I'm going to draw 2. It's hard not to boost cancel that. Because, you don't want someone to do that. Especially when it's a 1-of now, because of the most recent ban list. But anyway, so what was your round 3?
Round 3 was mutated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really get to play the game because we ran out of time for the event.
That's right. Yeah.
But I did get to play the mutated deck yesterday. We just Mark showed up with it and we played, and I played with the new build I'm playing now, and it went pretty solid. I won, but barely. He's playing stuff like Dread Admiral that stops the land, and I'm playing a Werecat build now. So without the land, I don't get the resummon of the Werecat.
Yeah.
And so Dread Admiral's really good against the Werecat matchup.
Yeah.
And there's just different stuff he was doing with. In one match, he was playing the new Ethereal Wings that comes out in the Tides of Havoc, which lets you attack directly.
Yeah.
And he would just put that on stuff and just swing at me for big points. And I think that's another thing that's like Disruptor's really important in this format, is because you don't want your opponent to build up their strength and then swing at you directly with that new card.
Yeah. Well, I believe the way he worded it was called Mutant Control.
Oh yeah, the
right?
Mutant Control. Yeah, so the Mutant Control is crazy because what he does is he'll play all these crazy continuous boosts, and you have to play around it. It's a minefield.
It's a minefield. It is. I mean, he plays 4, and you have to roll 6
for the land. Yeah, it's
6 or 1. It's pumped, right?
For the landmine. Yeah.
Yeah.
6 or 1. So pretty much the continuous boost is every time you summon a creature, roll a die. If you hit a 1 or 6, that creature goes to the grave or the ruins. Well, he had 3, so everything I played, I had to roll 3 die. There was 3 shots at losing them.
Yeah, and the worst part is when the creature is summoned, the effect is not resolved if it is popped, because it's like
fizzles out.
Yeah, fizzles. Which is really unfortunate.
It is. Happened when I played Sable Siren and I lost it.
Yeah,
and I really needed that boost card.
I know.
So I think going into this new meta with the new stuff, one of the big things is continuous boost removal, creature cancel. Well, I guess 3 of the big things: continuous boost removal, creature cancel, and debilitating disruptor. I think that's 3 that are important.
So for me, it's like it is continuous boost, but I think it's more of anything. It's water. Like I think Jasmine really showed that like her build is something that we have to consider now.
Oh, it is. It really is.
And when I talk about my turn report, I'll kind of go into that. But I only had 1 out for her matchups.
Yeah.
And if she was able to stop that, I was gone. Command base is big, but she can get bigger.
Oh yeah. So she's playing Coraline, which came out in Majestic Comeback.
Yep.
Just a large water creature that gets +1 for every small water creature in your ruins. But there's 2 new continuous boosts that come out in the new set that pretty much turn all your boost into small water creatures in your ruins. Yeah. So Coraline got like 33 against me, and it was scary. It was. That's a lot.
Yeah, no, it's not easy to take care of. I mean, like it's.
That's why I say disruptor and continuous boost removal are huge right now.
It's just hard to find the main deck space for both of those because there's for me anyway, I have to run too much engine, and I think Mark can also back that up where he needs to play enough continuous boost himself that he can't worry about outing cards like that.
Yeah, but I think if maybe a continuous boost removal would be good for side. Maybe.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm maining 2 disruptor, 2 creature cancel.
Yeah. I'm also maining creature cancel, not disruptor, but I think creature cancel is too good in this meta right now because of Sable Siren. I'm surprised it didn't see play when Angels were really big.
It was literally like you played against Angels or you didn't. And if you didn't need it, it was a waste of space. It was a wasted card.
Yeah.
A lot of issues I was having playtesting with Mark yesterday is he's playing a lot of Earth stuff, and I'm doing the Earth strengths and the boosted in my deck, and they became useless. Yeah, useless. So I played a lot because I haven't built a side for this new deck, and I'm trying to figure that out. And I think with the side, it's just like if I would have just had continuous boost removal and swapped it out for that Earth strength stuff, it would have been a lot easier.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I guess I'll talk about my tournament report. So it was a 3-round tournament. I played round 1. I played Mutant Control. Round 2, I played Mr. Kyle, playing Sorcery, and then I did not get to do round 3. I had to go.
Yeah, we ran out of time.
Yeah. Unfortunately, everyone was just
We had a late start, and it kind of just shoved us out of time for that. How do you feel about playing Mutant Control?
So I 2-0'd Mutant Control. He didn't draw the continuous boost that he needed to see, but I don't think it would have mattered. The board I was putting on was just too much, too overwhelming. I have a card. Aliens have a beautiful card called Alien Abduction.
Oh, I can't stand Abduction.
I love that card. I don't have to deal with the no destruction by boosts. Like I just bop put, search, shuffle, Darzo, reincarnation, get it back, shuffle. I can wipe this whole board. I mean,
yeah. And you were playing what land for the event?
I was playing Small Mountain. Was my like tech hidden choice. I took all the Mop Crows out. I wasn't too sure on that at first, but I just figured like everyone is relying on Luminara, Dread Admiral, and the new large that came out for water, which is like nuts. And I have to have an answer for it. And aliens in themselves don't have an answer for it. So I decided to play Small Mountain. Now, in the side, I had Limiter, which is what I'll talk about for round 3, what would have been round 3. But yeah, me and Mark's match was good though. It was good. I mean, it wasn't like an easy match, I'll tell you that. Like I had to actually like maneuver around, but luckily Aliens has answers for things because they can search it all. I mean, it's one of the only archetypes I can think of besides like maybe zombies or elves that they all search each other.
Elves don't even search each other. It's just their land.
It's the land. Yeah.
But with aliens, is you summon one, you can search another, and then that one can search another card.
Yeah.
And then that goes on 4 or 5 times until you're out of the searches, pretty much.
Yeah.
But
that's why like Darzo and Bokput and Spawn is just so important to that deck, and that's why when Darzo and Bokput hit 1, I stopped playing it because it's too hard. I mean, it's just like you're really playing aliens on hard mode, and you can't even do like the command-based turbo because it's so hard to search it when you can't even get access to Spawn. 4 1-card starters of a 49-card deck is hard compared to like when I played. Because I think I played zombies at that time.
You played zombies for a while.
They had 8 1-card starters, and that's when reuse draw was at unlimited, and it just made it a lot easier.
You could just, zombie graveyard mill out all your zombies, or you can zombie search your Lord of Blood. Now, we haven't seen zombies again for a while, and I would be interested to see how zombies play with a lot of new stuff. I know you mentioned one of the techs that you would consider was zombie.
Oh yeah. Well, let me finish my I'll say. Round 2. I played against Kyle. He was on Sorcery. I kind of already talked about the matchup already, but I'll say like a little snippet. And it was hard. It was difficult. I couldn't handle Sorcery Code number 4, and I couldn't handle the draw power. Like Saren is really good. Put 2 back, draw 2. That's like really good actually, because you just put away the cards that you don't want to see. Any card that does that's really good. Same thing with Xylia. I mean, why keep a card that sucks in your hand? Just pitch it, draw a new one. That could be even better. The draw power, I think you played small backups, right?
No, actually I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, it's really shocking. Oasis, that's what I was thinking. Oasis is really hard to deal with too.
I love Oasis. It's my favorite card in the Sorcerer deck.
I hate that card.
It's shuffle 2 of your opponent's cards back, and you get to add 2. It's practically free. You can't play it really first turn though. Not unless you hand for hand or Eternal Witness, and then you're just hurting yourself first turn.
I disagree with that. If you Eternal Witness, mill 2 of your opponent's cards, Oasis, shuffle them back, you just gain. Your opponent has lost 2. You've gained.
No, because it cuts your hand down tremendously because you're witnessing.
How though?
You lose your witness, you lose 2 cards, and you lose your Oasis.
And then you search 2 more. Saren. Oh, I guess you're right. Maybe you're right.
That's like,
the idea is there.
Yeah, I just feel like at the beginning it's kind of.
But I mean, if you have
that's why I loved it going second. That's the thing with our matchup is whoever went second that whole game won.
Yeah.
Because game 1 I went second, I won. Game 2 you went second, you won. Game 3 I went second, I won.
That's something about zombies I miss. The zombies, you're able to go first so easily. And like on the snapback, you kill so easily. Costello was just so good in the graveyard.
I think you should bring zombies back. Mix in some of the new support.
If I play zombies again, I am going to play Zombie Control. There's a new card in Planetary that came out. I always forget her name. She's like a mushroom head.
Small ones, I think.
Small ones.
Yeah.
Yes, that one. Small head says your monsters cannot have more than 5 attack.
Yeah.
So you just play Land of Dark, and all right, cool. All my zombies I'm gonna summon, they're all 5s. So you just control the field with just a crap ton of zombies, and like.
So what happens if they get 5? So like, what if their creatures are also 5?
Crash. You just crash. Because you can summon it back with Lord of Blood. It don't matter. And like you play like the 3 or 4 revival, it don't matter. If you lose it, cool. I'll pay for it.
I want to see that played. Like I want to. I love. I don't know. I like seeing variety.
Yeah, no, I do too. And I'm really keen on making aliens. I want a deck profile.
Yeah.
You heard me. I want a deck profile. I want it.
Well, I gotta test my deck out more against you, but I'm playing a new Werecat build and it's spicy.
Yeah. Well.
It's spicy.
I mean, yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, it's pretty spicy. But.
I like it, and it's not pure Werecat. It's
like pile.
It kinda, because you got angels and sorceries and Werecats. It's a lot.
Yeah. Anyway, my round 3. I'm gonna say real quick, and I'll talk about your new innovative deck. But round 3, I played against nobody because we had to cut it short. But I would have played against Water. I don't know how that would have matched up, would have went. I would have loved to play it. I had a lot of outs for things she had. I'm not sure how Water handles no larges, and I'm not sure how Water handles only controlling 3 creatures. I'm curious to see how they handle that. I don't know if they can, because they might be able to. Like they could always play Dread, the pirate.
No.
Negate limiter, I mean.
Oh.
But like with Small Mountain, I don't even know how you would do that, because Coraline is a large, right?
Yeah, but then you wouldn't have the limiter.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying like either or.
Oh, like yeah.
Either land I play, I don't know how about that.
I want to see that matchup too. That'd be interesting.
That would be very neat. They played a lot of very interesting stuff though. Like I saw a lot of the old cards from even all the way back from Future Extinction.
Yeah. That's one thing we do with this game is we make cards from the original sets. Yeah, you can pretty much merge those into a lot of stuff now. Everybody plays at least something from one of the original sets or original decks.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd say with Kyle's new deck, he's playing the sorcery, Werecat, Siren, Angel, Pile.
Yeah. I'd like it, but you might see the deck profile next week. You might not. Potentially. I don't know. I struggled a lot against the mutated when I was testing against it yesterday.
What was like? You just can't handle nuclear landmine?
It just, because my land would bring Stella back.
And then like on summon.
Yeah. And then I would just lose Stella. Yeah,
it's I don't know how I would deal with that either. Abduction can only go so far.
Yeah. So I'm citing continuous removal, and what do you think's really what do you think's gonna be good with the meta right now, like staple wise that we haven't been playing?
I think Recall is gonna be really neat. I think Recall is from the new Tides of Havoc. I think it's gonna be maybe not necessarily like a staple, but I think it'll be a really good.
It helps a lot on stuff that enters battlefield.
Yeah,
because you could botlet, recall, botlet.
Yeah, well, I wasn't even just thinking that either. I was thinking more of you could even imagine triggering an effect such as Lord of Blood. Let's use Zombie Control deck. I was talking earlier. You summon Lord of Blood, activate. Because recall is an interrupt, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you do that. You do your play. You have the continuous on field with Land of Dark. You pass. Your opponent goes to battle, they start attacking stuff, they're always going to target your Lord of Blood. Pop back to hand. Mm-hmm. And you can do that, you can make that same argument with anything. You could do that with Willow, you could do that with Command Base. You can even go Disruptor, Chain Recall to bounce back Command Base.
Yeah, see, I think a playset of Recall, maining, and aliens would be crazy.
I just have to try it. I have to really.
Because
Right.
you could recall in your hand means Bobclit twice, Darzo twice,
Well, see, that's not the.
safety net from Disruptor. Like you can use it offensively or defensively. That's why I like that.
I feel like it has to be. I feel like I can see offensively, especially for cards like like Sable Siren or like Luminara, but for aliens specifically, I feel like you have to do defensively because the problem is not summoning Bobclit 4 times, which is super funny, but that's not the problem. The problem is like command base is just it's too fragile.
So it's not with that.
What do you mean?
It's not if you can recall it. Command base is not fragile if you can bounce it back to your hand.
That's true.
That's
No, yeah, that makes sense.
sorry.
No, you're right.
Yeah,
You're getting the point I'm trying to throw out here. Yeah.
You know, yeah, I'm gonna Disruptor or creature cancel. You're going like, no, it's going back in my hand. Nah, I'll play it next turn.
That could be.
Or if I Disrupted on your turn, right?
Yeah.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
Boom.
Play it
Swing.
again. Yeah.
Disruptor is what saves me because like I would take so much damage.
Yeah. It's fun getting a big 14-14 out.
What else do you think is pretty good right now, or like could be good that people weren't normally playing?
I've been seeing a lot of people playing Equalizer.
Really?
I don't.
I think the card's nuts.
I see one use for Equalizer and one use only. You pay a bunch of life for Internal Witness, and then you just even it back out.
Damn.
That's it. That's the only use I see for it.
Okay, what if you have 3 life left, starting your turn, your opponent has like 30 something, and you top deck Equalizer?
Okay, you may gain the life back, but how does that save you?
Because it gives me more time to.
Well, another turn. You can make the same argument with like okay, would you rather top deck Equalizer? All right, scenario. You have 5 life. You're looking down at command base, 2 command bases, 15/15s. Your top deck is even Equalizer or Sable Siren with 10 life left. You're telling me you wouldn't play the card that can out the field instead of the card that could give you another turn? Yeah, 40 life is cool, but that doesn't necessarily help your game state. It just gives you it's like a birdcage.
Yeah, I don't know.
See what I mean? Like, I mean, Equalizer is a cool card, and I think it mitigates a lot of the pay life cards, but I don't think it's good enough. I think everyone's coping on that. That's just me, though. I'm very controversial with my landfight opinions.
I also have a really good idea with Equalizer and like trying to deck your opponent out, build something along those lines.
With Grave Supply? I don't know how that's gonna work.
I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, like, Grave Supply is another one. Actually, that's so funny you said that. That really leans into it really well.
Yeah.
Grave Supply is one of the new cards from Tides of Havoc. It says shuffle 5 into your deck and then draw a card. I don't think it's that good. I think it's crazy. I think it's good, but like, I wouldn't play a ton of them. Maybe 1 or 2. I play 2 in a heartbeat.
Because, yeah, you open that and like, what if you can't build your ruins up?
That's not the point. The point is you can avoid the deck out, or even the deck out, or you can put in like the boost back. Like for example, me and Kyle obviously we play test a lot because we're always hanging around. And a big thing in one of our matches was there was a time where we were just all on top deck, and I kept using reuse draw, pulling my stuff back, draw 2 cards, graveyard hex, do the same thing, alternate.
Yeah.
And because of me stacking the deck with such a low deck count.
You gotta know your good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's solid. But Grave Supply is a draw 1, and it's just a mellowed out version of reuse draw. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But it does say shuffle instead of place at the bottom, which is arguably kind of better because if you put 4 boost cancels and a Sable Siren back in your deck, now they're not at the bottom. They're mixed in.
Yeah. So you could draw it possibly.
It could be kind of better than reuse draw if you think about that in that way. If you don't have another way to like shuffle all your good stuff back.
Ooh. Yeah, no, it could be. I mean,
because if your good cards are at the bottom of your deck,
it
takes you 30 turns to get there.
Yeah, no.
But if they're shuffled, if you have 5 cards shuffled in a 20 card deck, that's 4 turns per card on average.
But reuse draw, if you have, like, let's say 10 cards or less, you're guaranteed to know what's on the bottom.
That's true.
So, like, if you use
I guess they have their own, like...
Plus and minuses. Plus and minuses.
Pros and cons.
Yeah. Plus 9, minus 9.
Yeah. Hey, plus 9 does not exist.
What are you talking about?
Or minus 9 does not exist.
Yeah, so what are you talking about?
Minus 9 doesn't exist.
I actually, plus 9 has been slowly going off my radar.
Yeah, I don't think it's that good.
I want it to be good.
You
so
want it
bad.
to be good?
It like makes your opponent want to TD you so bad. Maybe if like I only play like 1 on the field, and then because like if I put 2 on the field, yeah, you're gonna TD that. But if I put 1 on the field, that's a 1 for 1.
Yeah.
And that's a 1 in your deck.
What do you think of Life Surge? I think it's the name of the new card. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but you get 2 options. I think it's discard 1 or 2 cards and you gain 5 life, or pay 6 life and draw 2 cards.
I think eventually it will see play. Right now, I think it's just decent. It's okay.
I mean, it's a high cost to draw 2 cards. Right?
It is a high cost. It is a high cost, but it's always going to be worth that high cost. And that's kind of going back to the equalizer conversation. I mean, theoretically, you could play 4 of that, draw a bunch of cards, equalize it, and it don't even matter.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, no, you can do a lot with equalizer. But that's why I think like some people just think it's like really good. Some people just think it's kind of mid. Like for example, one of my very controversial landfight takes is I think Birdcage is bad.
Yeah.
And everyone else disagrees with me. I'm very.
I think a lot of us like Birdcage because it's classic. Okay.
I do love. No one likes classic cards more than me. Come on.
I don't think. I mean, it almost feels nostalgic at this point. Because that when the game first started a couple years ago, people were playing Birdcage every day.
That's true.
And because the game was a lot slower, and it was a lot harder to dig into your big guys, so you would Birdcage, save yourself a turn, so you got there. Game's faster now, so you don't really need Birdcage. Now I think Birdcage is great in like Burn or something like that.
Stall Burn, I miss that deck.
Oh, I once I get my Werecat deck where I want it, I might hop back on Burn. There's a lot of options now, right? We went from a few months ago to playing the same stuff we've been playing to the sorcery decks, planetary, Tides of Havoc, water deck, 4 new products. The game's different now, and we'll be navigating this for a while. We haven't announced our next release yet, but we will. But we're gonna give it a little bit of time and get this stuff in action and see what everybody likes, and yeah.
We definitely should talk about the new product. It has came out. It is here. Tides of Havoc is very good. It's a master, what do we call it, master pack?
Yeah, it's just a giant 54 card booster pack, and it's like 8 or 9 of our old booster packs in one box, or about 8 of our old booster packs in one box, pretty much. And it's cheaper that way. So you save money, and you get a lot of cool hits in them. I mean, you've seen them open.
Yeah, there's a lot of very pretty full arts, and there's also just very good cards, especially like if you're on the competitive end. There's a lot of neat stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the new corn stuff.
The new corn stuff is something to be talked about because
it has to be talked about.
It has to be. Well, here's the thing: is they got the first ever 10 strength large. It's huge.
That's true. It is huge.
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 Huge. Well, anyway, it loses a strength every time it destroys another creature, right?
Yeah.
Recall. Okay.
That's not even a thought I was thinking of. Dude, Mace Titan control.
Oh, yeah.
Play the card, limiter, don't ever let it die, deck out.
Yeah, but there's a lot of outs to it, like Eye for an Eye, Eternal Witness, Total Destruction,
Boost Cancel, Disruptor, Strengths, Recall. I don't even know. Any card that saves Maze Titan, which I'm sure there's a couple of.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, your whole goal is you want. I just think that deck would be nice.
Yeah, well, the new, and someone, Mark, was mixing with the new Knight stuff, right? The combination between the Knights in here and some of the other stuff that came out. And it was kind of funny because he could summon the 4 could summon the small from their ruins, and the small could summon another small from the deck, and that small could summon another small from the deck, and that small could summon another small from the deck.
The nice stuff's really good.
Yeah. And you mix that with like team fight or whatever, and the strength cards are good. If it's the way it swarms, it's solid. And like, oh, okay, you just swarmed your board, and I hit you with TD, and then you just summon Maze Titan with that because it's Corn and Knight.
Yeah. Do you think that team fight has the same impact as it used to?
I could almost say it does, but people aren't playing it to prove it.
That's a good take.
It's not being played, so it don't feel like it does. But if people were playing it on those swarm decks, I think it could be really good. Because you're gonna have to waste a boost cancel on that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so say you wasted your boost cancel on team fight, right? And they hit you for 16 or whatever without team fight. Then you draw TD, you total destruction, try to build their board. They boost cancel that. What are you gonna do if you don't? You just use your boost cancel on team fight.
Yeah, it is.
And they still get their board. Like,
yeah.
it's a bait 100%. And then if you don't have boost cancel to waste on it, they're just swinging they're swinging home run.
Home run.
Home run.
Home run. Touchdown.
Touchdown. Total destruction. Touchdown. TD. Well, no, seriously though, they are. And team fight is solid. It's at 2, so you can search it with Sable Siren. I mean, well.
Anyway, so the water deck, we gotta talk about this product.
Yeah, water deck. I like it. It's got some new staples in it that are solid.
Oh yeah, they have the boost destroyer.
Continuous wave.
Yeah.
Pay 5 life, destroy up to 2 continuous boosts.
Yeah.
Get full place in there.
Yeah, it's neat. It's new. I've never seen anything like it for land fight.
It's different.
It has a lot of like, I almost want to say like it's a lot of like, I feel like I'm trying to think how to word this. It's like the sorcery deck where maybe like out of the box it's not too great, but with upgrades this is very powerful.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of good staples in here. This has probably been the most staple heavy structure we've ever had. Wow. Even just like the continuous boost pomper. There's a couple more I just can't think on top of my head. But just that card alone is just worth it because that card is just so good with the current meta we have, and there's so many other.
There's a card that you can discard a card or return a card back to your opponent's hand.
That's right. Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
I haven't opened one of those yet. I've waited to do the video for that, and that's what I'm gonna open mine on video for you guys, so you guys can check it all out. But I'll be excited to play some of the stuff in there. Honestly, I don't think I'm building water right now, but I do want the staples out of there.
I've seen, I think it was Jasmine.
Yeah.
And I saw some good stuff in there. I didn't get to see it all, but I saw a lot of it.
It's, I'm not like huge, the water's exciting, but I'm not the biggest fan of it myself. Like, I think it's really cool, and I knew people would like it, that's why we made it. But I don't know. It's a great product, okay?
Great product.
Get it.
Have fun with it.
I'm not even playing the water deck, but I'm going to open it just for the staples because the staples will be good in everything.
Yeah.
And like that new continuous wave, that might actually be my new side card.
Yeah, it is really, really good.
Just,
it's crazy.
It's up to 2. Also, it's a high life cost at 5, but equalizer. Also,
oh my god. Kyle's new pet card, Equalizer.
I love it.
His favorite card of all time.
I got 2 red rares already, so and I'm playing it at 2, so it's perfect. I got both my red rares. Well, anyway, continuous wave, pay 5, destroy up to 2. So like you're playing sorceries and they only got 1, but it don't matter, just pop that number 4. And the control decks, if you build that zombie deck, I'm playing that. I'm getting rid of your small ones.
Yeah.
Just stuff like that. The game's broad right now.
It is. It's been fun. This meta has actually been really enjoyable so far. We haven't even seen anyone try the old stuff yet. Like you kind of talked about zombies a lot earlier, but like even stuff like fairies haven't even been experimented with, which I'm really shocked by because I think this meta right now, like Willow would wreck house.
And it's at 2 now.
Yeah, Willow would absolutely wreck house right now.
What do you think, like, of the gameplay after the most recent list that came out August 12th?
It's a lot. It's still fast paced, I will say that, but in its own way. It's not fast paced because of key staple cards. It's fast paced because now everyone's figuring out their own way of getting those certain staple cards. Like, for example, Mark has a cute little tech in his Meep control deck where he plays the Siren Field spell, land. And the cool thing about that is that, turn 3 on the snapback, he adds it, plays it, searches whatever he needs to answer with. And it's the same thing with, like, let's say Jasmine. I mean, they have tons of water boosts that say search whatever you need.
Mm-hmm.
Just like how I have with aliens.
So it's more archetype specific now.
It is. And I will say, I still think, even with all that Combined Society is still one of the best search cards in the entire game.
Is that your favorite search card right now?
It's always been.
Always been?
Well, I mean, besides Spawn. That's another thing.
Yeah. Well, I like Combined Society too. It's solid. It's not my favorite card, but I definitely play it in like anything that's multiple archetype.
I mean, it's already multiple archetype.
Well, anything that is like any deck that has multiple archetypes, I'm playing Combined Society in.
I get what you mean. Because like with me, like I play it to search plus Knight, Sable Siren, and then like for you, you'd probably play it for even large sorcery or.
Well, I'm playing sorceries, angels, werecats, sirens, so I can search anything.
All of it, yeah.
I can search anything with it, and what I love about it is pitch something, search Sable Siren, use that, search whatever other boost you need at the time.
Yeah.
You can set yourself up pretty well. It's not bad.
Well, before we wrap this up, Kyle, what did you think of the what did you think of the tournament? Like, did you think like were you expecting people to play what they were playing? Because I know like last week we said like we were like, oh dude, everyone's gonna play sorcery, everyone's gonna be on it, and then like no one's on it. But
I honestly, so the sorcery decks are really high at release, and everybody bought sorcery decks. Some people bought multiple,
that's right.
But people weren't really playing it. So I think right now is people are just trying to do a variety of techs and a variety of decks.
Yeah.
Using those techs.
So you're just shocked by it? Are you surprised?
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm playing against Petal, and then people would just summon a water card or whatever.
I was right, by the way.
What?
Last week I said I think people can play vintage things with new stuff, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
It was water with the new stuff, and it was aliens.
Yeah.
I was right, dude. Y'all remember that?
It's bringing the old stuff back, which is cool, and I don't know what's coming next week's tournament. I have no idea.
I am pretty excited.
I think we're gonna see water there, corn there. I'm not sure what else, but that's water and corn are my 2 predictions. But we'll see if it's different than that.
Yeah, I hope. I really hope that someone brings something neat. I think I still haven't decided for sure if I'm gonna play aliens again. I really want to because I really want to get the deck profile just so I can drop it. Because that's what I told myself. If I get a deck profile on a certain deck, I'm gonna drop it. That's why I haven't played zombies since.
That's why I keep switching my deck because I keep getting deck profiles.
Dude, I can't beat this guy. I don't know what it is.
You will eventually.
You will eventually, little bro. You will eventually.
No, I don't know. All I do is think about this game. So
I know we talk about it like all the time.
True.
That's why like the idea of the podcast came about. We're like. We talk about this like every day.
Might as well talk about it on video and see what y'all think.
That's true.
But I think we have to wrap this up, guys. We are running out of time. The store is about to open for the day. So thanks for watching. We'll definitely try to get back on here next week and talk about something or another when it comes to Landfight.
Yep. You guys comment what your guys' favorite little tech card is, and we'll talk about it.